Welcome to this live training today. I'm your host and coach, Kaisa from Live Your Joy. Today's topic is all about whether you want to be busy or actually accomplished. So, when you're entering this live training or you're watching the replay, I want you to get connected to what kind of results, achievements, experiences you want to create this month. So let's not look at the whole year. Of course, you can do that as well. But think about what it is that you really want to achieve now. How can I support you now to be focused on the things that matter to you, create those impactful results that are meaningful in your life? I'm just going to share some results, what I achieved last February, what did I do to be accomplished, hit a record high revenue month while taking a holiday, and how I was guiding over 200 experts worldwide. Maybe that's a small number to you. To me, it was very meaningful to serve so many. So I would love to see you on camera if you can, and put in the chat where are you joining us from. I often have a very global community here, so it's great to connect with you. I am currently in London, so calling from here. And to my Facebook live as well, you're welcome to join the Zoom as well, where I can take your questions, coach you on the spot. You can find the link in some of my posts, maybe. But anyway, or DM me to get the link for the next one. But yeah, I really wanted you to connect whether to be busy or accomplished today. It's so easy, and now I'm speaking from my heart, that when I started my business 3 years ago, I was keeping myself busy, doing a lot of stuff, but not really getting the results that I wanted. Who can relate to that? Give me a hand, or me in the chat. Don't leave me hanging here. Yes, I'm not perfect. But the first thing is to really acknowledge that, hey, am I actually using my time and energy in the most effective way? If not, what can I do? What do I keep doing, or what can I adjust? For me, it really helped to get business coaching and mentoring. Not only that, those are just the business elements, but the leadership coaching, the training I did a year ago, last spring, 2023, was amazing. I was resisting going there because I knew that then I get to work on my limitations and fears and things like that that was holding me back. But I knew that if I don't work on these, my business is not going to grow. I'm not going to serve more people. I'm not going to raise my income. I'm not going to create the the level of impact that I want by serving the people that I want to help. So that was a very deep dive, and leadership skills are essential in anything you do. Whether you are building your business, you want to enroll new clients, grow your own home-based business, for example, what I've been doing now the past years, or if you're looking for that next career step to get hired by employers. Leadership skills are something not to miss. And what I mean by that is to notice what is limiting you, working on those things so that you can unleash the potential that you have. Use the skills that people really need. do that deep dive into what is your expertise or where do you want to be expert at. Acquire that knowledge, the skills, so that you can serve and work with the people that really resonate with you. Okay, this is a little bit introduction to the key points. Those of you who've been here before, I'm always sharing, most of the time sharing 3 key tips. And now I want to share the secret, what I did in February to hit my record high revenue month while taking a holiday, and also how did I guide over 200 experts worldwide. Those are just some of the results from February, which I'm highlighting. So I want you to think about what it is that you now want to focus on. So while I'm going through the 3 secrets that what really helped me to generate the results that I did, and took my husband out for a dinner on Sunday to celebrate with me because I didn't want to celebrate alone. So how can you then generate, what are the results that you want to create? Who do you want to celebrate them with? That can be a motivation as well. I felt so proud. I was like, you want to come have lunch with me? And we had a nice 3-course meal, Italian, which I totally love. And it was a beautiful place. And we often don't recognize the results. We just move fast forward, but also taking the pause to notice what you have accomplished. Even if you didn't hit exactly the results that you wanted, what were the small wins that you did? And celebrating the steps. I see this often from my clients, for example, who are looking for new career opportunities or signing up new clients. And if they don't get hired by employers or the clients, they're like not reaching the results. But I'm like, what are the wins? What did you learn? What can you do? What can you improve? And especially if you're looking for career opportunities where you compete with hundreds of people and you get to the 2nd place, I know that must be annoying and frustrating not to be hired, but you were beating hundreds of other ones. So what are the things that you want to celebrate? Okay, I would love to hear those in the chat so that I can also support you here. What are the results, achievements, experiences that you want to create in March? So put those in the chat. Now, first of all, when I go to my secrets, how to turn the business to being accomplished, is get over yourself. And this is like, oh, my lovely clients also notice this and they come like, yes, often it's me, it's my head that is coming in the way. So that's the first thing to look at. Like I shared, when I started my business, I was just focusing on the things that was fun and exciting and what I knew from my brand marketing background. I was just like creating content, creating concepts, creating my coaching programs, but that wasn't all that I needed to take my business off the ground. So I was keeping myself busy, kind of like saying myself like, yes, I'm doing a lot, but I wasn't seeing the results. I wasn't actually enrolling people into my coaching programs, or not to extent that I wanted to create the impact to help those that I really wanted to. So I needed to stop overthinking, become focused, get the knowledge and the guidance, the support to help me see what are the steps, what is the strategy for me to move forward, that I'm going to actually create what I want. And then rinse and repeat. Once you know, by testing, failing, testing again, repeating, and noticing what is working or what is not working, rinse and repeat. The faster you make decisions, the faster you take action. So getting over yourself, the mind that is limiting, like, oh, you can't, or you haven't done this before, or what if something happens? Just, okay, that's the nerd telling you something. It's like, okay, it's that you're protecting me. I know that you mean well, but this is something that I need to do and try. And then go for it. Secondly, I want you to overcome the limitations. When you've acknowledged that what is getting in the way, what can you do to actually overcome that? We had a beautiful conversation yesterday with my clients in our group call, where many shared their personal, the kind of challenges that they are now going through, and how we can support that by listening, or what kind of guidance or advice or tips they were looking for to help kind of to um, be in the moment to deal with that, but also have compassion how to move forward. So any challenge that you're facing or you have faced in the past, how can you turn the challenges into breakthroughs? Some of the biggest challenges might be the breakthroughs that you can serve others. That's my experience. One of my biggest challenges is that when I was leaving my home country, I wanted to move to London, where the love of my life was waiting for me. So there was our romantic relationship was the driver for me to leave my home country, my 10-year corporate career in marketing, my permanent job, my apartment. I just had bought a new apartment. So I had a mortgage. So a lot of things to consider to move abroad, move to a new country. I was pivoting to a new field. I was studying coaching, so pivoting from marketing to coaching, and starting my own business. So basically, I changed everything in my life, the surroundings, the career. We closed the long distance relationship under the same roof. It was a lot to take in. And I had a lot of fears, I can tell you that. Now that I look back, and when I was sharing this story with others, my friends were like, oh my God, Kaisa, you're so courageous. I totally didn't see that. I didn't feel courageous because I was seeing myself lonely, overthinking, wanting to control, think about all the options. How can I like do the shifts and transitions in a perfect way? Have a perfect plan and a backup plan that if we don't work out, what do I do then? And I was just like, so much planning that I wasted a year for us that we could have lived together. And he was breaking up with me because he didn't see that I was committed and coming. So I almost lost the love of my life. I didn't, because we got married afterwards and we've been sharing many, many experiences since. But my overthinking, the challenges almost took over me, and I was procrastinating to make the changes because they were big changes. But also, what can you do to overcome the challenge that you are now in? Who can support you? Who has been maybe through something similar that what you're experiencing now that can guide you? I'm here because I've wasted years and years in my life in wrong careers, I studied 6 years of fashion and clothing, never worked a day in the field, though I have the degree. Did I fail? Or did I learn from those 6 years that this is not the right career path for me? It's always how you want to perceive the situation, the event that you're in, and what can you learn from that. I learned so much that communication is the key, letting go of the control in to some extent. Of course, you want to be planning and um, have the control. I have a lot of clients who want to have the control in their hands. They've been living for others, they've been supporting others, and now it's the time. Like one of my clients said yesterday, her vision is to put herself first because she's been putting herself second or third all the time, all her life. So, what is the challenge you're now in? Have you turned it into a breakthrough already? Or is it time to look back of some of the challenges you've faced and how you can use that to really support others who might be in the similar situation? That's why I feel so passionate helping about experts to find what is meaningful in their professional life and in their personal life, how to have the harmony and how to create the career path, whether it is in business, running an own business, or working for someone that supports the lifestyle they want to have. I'm just sharing from my experience or from my clients. Think about what you want to create. What are those experiences you want for yourself? What is holding you back? Get the resources that you need to overcome that so you're not wasting years like I've done. How can I support you? So put any shame aside. Like, it took me a while to be here to say to you out loud that the love of my life was breaking up with me because I wasn't committed, because he didn't see that I was committed, because I was procrastinating. If I would feel ashamed, I wouldn't share this, but hopefully this message, my experience, resonates with you. So what are you holding back? That when you overcome it, what can you actually create? What is on the other side? For me, it has been the best year since. Really amazing. So for the past, let's say 4+ years, we've been creating a life together that is beyond dreams that I had. I couldn't even imagine a lifestyle that we've been creating, traveling around the world, serving the experts, working remotely, having the control in my own hands, having the freedom to organize my calendar, my schedule, my business in a way that who do I want to serve and how. I love that freedom while creating the experiences with my husband. So again, what are those experiences that you want to be creating in March? So think about March. And you can do this every month. You can do this exercise every day. What do you want to be creating today? What is the thing that you get to get over yourself, your mind, whatever the doubts or fears are telling you otherwise? Focus on what is on the other side, what is waiting for you. Okay. Thirdly, don't try alone like I did. Many years planning my career and life changes alone to a point that I had a panic attack on the phone with him. I was so stressed out and frustrated, not only like what were the changes that I wanted to make, but also the external fears. I was moving to a country that I didn't even know if I can stay in the country because they were going through Brexit at the time. So not only did I have my own fears, but all the external factors that was really overwhelming me. Or in business. I was like, yes, I have a business degree. I've been doing 10 years of marketing. I got this. But it's so different to work for an established company, 100+ year company with established processes, clients, everything, concepts and brands, than starting from the scratch myself. And like I shared, I wasn't focusing on the right things. So I got to ask for help, but I was trying about 1.5 years alone because I wasn't convinced of the other like business coaching support that I was looking for before I found the one that I was like, okay, she's gonna kick ass. And this is exactly what I need for my accountability. But don't try alone. And if you're building a business here, I want you to look at joint ventures. What are the partnerships that you can create? Whether it is contracting, freelancing, you have a partnership where you share the let's say activities, but also the results with. They can be events, workshop, different programs, trainings, whatever it is. This is how I guided over 200 experts because I was interviewed in my friend's a business buddy, Shauna's summit during a weekend where there was over 200 live in the session, hearing how I was sharing my experience of working remotely around the world from 4 continents and scaling my business. So that impact alone was so rewarding. What kind of connections, what kind of people have reached out to me since, and supporting those who are wanting to make the life changes they want, to start their businesses, to take control of their income and the impact who they want to serve. So who are those people that you want to work with, whether they are clients or partners? Look at those collaborations, be curious about them, where they are, connect, and have a conversation. What can you create together? And where can it lead? And if not now, when? I want to share that one, for example, collaboration that I've been now started about a year ago. We were negotiating actually 1.5 years, and they were going through organizational changes and everything. So I wanted to look at long term. Of course, like I said, what can you create in March? But you never know like what kind of conversations you start now when they start to blossom, and where can you really like create something greater together. Now that we did start the collaboration with this company that I mentioned, it actually generated 2 other collaborations with other companies. But just with this company, we've created so many ways of working together. I'm doing the freelance one-on-one coaching, but then I've been creating them training materials. I've been facilitating trainings. I've been creating new modules for them. For example, how to brand your professional expertise. What can I use from my marketing background to support others? And what it brings to their company where they are not specialized, but how I can bring more value to them with my skills. How does that sound? Okay, I want to hear in the chat, um, what are you wanting to create? Share one. You don't need to share all the experiences or results or achievements that you want to be creating now in March, but I want you to put something in the chat that you will commit now. Okay. And I would like to hear from you, whether you're here in the live or watching the replay. What is the one thing that you get to focus on now? If you resonated with these tips, the secrets that I shared, how did I unleash the potential? How did I create the results that I did? First was get over yourself. The second, how can you use the challenges you are now or you have overcome before as your breakthrough to serve others? That was the second. Or third is that don't try alone. Are you going to look for joint ventures, partnerships, whatever it is? So but 1, 2, or 3. That's the hardest to get over yourself. Yes, LOL. It is. And it's often the first thing. I say often the first thing because actually what you want before is the vision, what you want to create. To be really connected. If the vision is not exciting enough, I want you to revisit. I want you to have something so exciting that it will be a catalyst. It will be a driver for you to overcome those limitations, the doubts or fears or whatever thoughts, negative thoughts are coming in the way. And it's not always the mindset. Of course, I understand it can be something physical. I've been having a cold now for 2 weeks, and it's kind of been very annoying and slowing me down this week. But I get to rest and be compassionate, like, okay, I need to take slower this week so that I can serve again more next week. So mental and emotional, also physical. So what are those things that you need to take care of that will then help you to drive towards that vision? But like I said, first thing is that I want you to have exciting goals, targets. The vision, what I mean is that what do you want to be having, doing, experiencing in your life, accomplishing in your life, in your career? What are those life areas, for example? When you have that clear, then what do you need to get over yourself to go and create that? Despite the challenges, yes, there's many challenges coming in the way often when you're looking to create something bigger or massive, like I shared from my life and career changes, what I overcame. Those are big. I don't mean that you need to be going through similar or as big. They can be smaller as well. But yeah, whatever you're noticing that you're procrastinating, just take an audit. Like, where is it coming from? Is my vision exciting enough, big enough? Or what are the thoughts that are coming in the way that you get to work on? What are the resources that you need to help you get there? I'm going to register my business this month. That is a very clear target, I would say. So that's great. I look forward to hearing from you in the group. That when you have a name, share that with us as well. Okay, that's it from me today. I do want to share that if you want to get access to more of the study, self-study content that I'm sharing in the Courage to Lead Club, that I share more training like this, but I also have interviews with experts who from different areas of personal, professional development, business, career, leadership, content, mindset, a lot of different stuff. This club is normally $47 a month, but I'm just gonna put this link in the chat that you can now get access for only $7 to all the content, lifetime access to that for $7 a month. I want, if you want more support, depending on your financial situation, I want this content to be available for everyone. So whether you're working with me already or not, you can go access the group to get those materials and access to the trainings, masterclasses, workbooks, and lives and interviews that I'm sharing there monthly. So you can sign up to at couragelead.ni/club. I'm gonna put the link in the Facebook Live links as well. So that's it from me today. Thanks for coming and thanks for watching the replay. If you're there, hopefully this was helpful for you. I would love to hear in the comments that what really resonated with you. Share the number one experience, result, achievement that you're setting a target for March. Because if we're not clear on that, how do we know what we are creating? So, okay, that's it for me today. Like I said, work on this. What is the step that you're now in? 1, 2, or 3? What can you really create yourself or with others? Remember, you don't need to be alone trying to figure things out by yourself. Who can support you? Who's your biggest supporter? Like I said, shared that I took my husband out for a dinner to celebrate my record high revenue month in February, and just sharing those results and experiences with someone. That was really rewarding for me. I don't know if that's for you, but I'm just wanting to share that. What are you wanting to create and how do you want to celebrate and who do you want to celebrate with? So have those targets, but also you can also already think about how do you reward yourself. Choose whatever way it works for you. If it's self-care, a vacation, a dinner, whatever it is that you want to celebrate. Okay, I'll see you next week at the same time here, live training on Zoom or Facebook. I look forward to hearing if you have something specific, a challenge in mind that you would want more support with, so I can pour more content, tips and strategies to support you with that. Otherwise, I'm bringing them from my experience or what we are working with my clients and what they are facing. How can I support you in these areas as well? I wish you a good evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you are joining and listening this from. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Okay, ciao.